the Israeli Defense Forces have brought us to one of their bases in the south, where they've given us access to two recovered Iranian rockets from the attack of October the 1st. As you can see, they're absolutely enormous things which crashed into the Negev desert on the day of the attack. The writing you can see was written on by kids who found them in the desert and used them as a kind of playground for a little while before the military brought them here.
All right, what we see in front of us, those are just the fuel tanks of the Iranian missiles that were pointed to Israel on the two Iranian attacks. Here you can see the Imad fuel tank. The length is around, the full length is around 18 meters. This is just one cell of the fuel tank. The full fuel tank is 3 cells like this, and it has more than 12,000 kilograms of liquid fuel, just the fuel. And the rest of it, the warhead, is around half a ton of explosive. This is the Kheibar Shekan. The diameter is 1.25 meters of the fuel tank. Again, this is the full fuel tank. This is a propellant based, and the rest is the warhead, approximately 1 ton of explosive. Those were pointed to Israeli bases and some civil places. We found this one near Arad, a city in the south of Israel. We found some warheads that didn't explode in Beersheba, in Herzliya. Some of them were just located in civil population area. 1 ton of explosive that exploded in a street can demolish few buildings and can make a massive casualty. Yeah. The longer one is just the fuel tank of Kheibar Shekan missile, an Iranian missile with the warhead of approximately 1 ton explosive. Okay. It was launched on the last Iranian attack just 1 week ago. The other one, the smaller one, is the fuel tank of the Imad, another Iranian missile that will launch on the first Iranian attack on April 14.
Yep.
It has the warhead of half ton, approximately.
Okay. The larger one, the Kheibar, that has a 1 ton warhead. What would that have done if it had landed in a populated area, if it hadn't been intercepted?
Well, it can demolish and collapse down few buildings if it will fall down in the street.
And it would be a mass casualty event?
Of course.
Okay. And where was the one from October the 1st found?
It was found near Arad, near a civil city in the south of Israel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how was it intercepted?
By aero system.
And so, could you explain how that works, what that did?
Well, this is like an SA missile, surface air missile that is supposed to, it has an interceptor and it's supposed to break down missiles that attacked Israel. That's okay. It.
And the missile there, we just see in the fuel tank there. What kind of speeds does that fly at? What is more than the speed of sound? Or?
The speed of their missiles, or our,
their missiles?
The ballistic missiles are somewhere around between 1 to 2 Mach.
So twice the speed of sound?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it correct that they were taken out in subspace? They're taken out outside the atmosphere?
Well, the Euro 3 system, it's a very advanced system and it does what it needs to do.
Okay. Right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. This is the National Munition Disassembly Lab of Israel, staying here in SOEU. All the weaponry that you see in front of you is Hezbollah's arsenal. We found all those stuff in their bunkers just a few hundred meters from the border, located inside civilian villages of Lebanese civilians. I will go through everything, and just for you know, those are like 20% of the stuff that we found so far in just 1 week of very local maneuvering, very targeted raids. Here you can see IEDs of Hezbollah, those called Sajil and Wabel. Those are anti-person IED with fragmentation and between 3 to 9 kilograms of explosives. Here you can see the October 7th of Hezbollah. The only reason that he didn't done it yet is because Hamas already done it. This was his intention. Over there, I will go and point on this. This is a breaching frame to break the wall between us and Lebanon. Those are bungalows to breach the fence. This is a modified IED to hit anti-person and anti-tank together. All those are Hezbollah's intentions to conquer the Galilee area in Israel. Fake stones to put mines and IEDs inside with camouflage. AK-47, PKs, grenades, all those just few hundred meters from the border. You can see different kinds of RPGs, RPGs 27, RPG 29, RPG 7 over there. All those accurate missiles, anti-tank. You can see the Fagot 84, Concourse 85, 8013, the Metis, and of course the Cornet 8014 over there. This is the Cornet over here. You can see the dual launcher with 2 missiles on it. This is one cannon launcher, and all those are anti-tank missiles. As I said, all the stuff you see in front of you were found only in the near border villages and bunkers, on and underground. If you have any question, I can go inside every IED, every missile. I'm here for you. Yeah.
Were you surprised by, like, what surprised you? Was it the amount of the weapons, were specific types?
I don't think anything surprised us because we know exactly what Hezbollah's intentions. We know that he intended to raid on our villages, on our civilian villages, and the only reason that we are doing it is to just take the risk out and to make sure that our people can go back to their home.
And which is the difference between arsenal, Hamas arsenal and Hezbollah arsenal?
Well, the quality is for sure much more like Hamas has only a few hundreds of anti-tank missiles. Hezbollah have thousands. So we found hundreds of Cornets and very accurate anti-tanks.
We've seen fiendish devices, including anti-personnel mines disguised as large rocks, which were found very close to the border. We've seen devices to destroy the border fencing to enable, apparently, well, this is what they feared, Hezbollah troops to invade northern Israel. We've seen anti-tank weaponry, rockets, grenades. You can tell by the markings on these weapons that they're Russian-made Cornet anti-tank missiles that can be fired up to 5 kilometers, extremely accurate weapons. Again, evidence is clear that Russian weapons are at the forefront of Hezbollah's arsenal. As well as the Russian weaponry, we've seen devices built specifically by Hezbollah to take down border fences. The Israeli Defense Forces say this is evidence that they were planning an October the 7th style attack from the north into northern Israel.